So it's the middle of fucking winter here in Alberta. Your wheel bearing starts making a noise on your 2002 Civic. Well, you have two options. One, get a real car, or two, you can change the wheel bearing. I'm going to show you how to do step number two. So this is a 2002 Honda Civic LXG, and we're going to change the wheel bearing. So this is what you're going to need to change the wheel bearing on your 2002 Honda Civic. So first, you're going to obviously need a jack. I already jacked up the car and put on a jack stand, safety first. Then you're going to need your new hub and bearing. You're going to need a new spindle nut. Impact's always nice. Torque wrench. You're going to need a 32mm socket. Couple screwdrivers. Punch. Something to get your lug nuts off. I'm using a 19. And they say you need a 10mm, but fuck that. You don't need to take the ABS sensor off. You're going to need a punch, I said, and you're going to need a hammer. And now we'll get started with taking off the wheel. So for beginners, what you're going to need to do is you're going to take your 19mm, you're going to put it on your impact gun, come to the wheel here, wheel is off. Next you're going to need is a hammer. You're going to give the drum a couple good whacks all around it. Pull it off. Drum is off now. And come take a look up here. So next thing we're going to need to do is pull this little cap off, the little dust cap. So just get a little screwdriver. Just kind of tap it a few times so you can get it off. You're gonna have to spin it around a couple times. Just work it off. Once you get it off a little bit, get a little bit bigger of a screwdriver. Tap that one in, give it a little bit of a twist. Other side, same thing. Until you got it popped off. Dust cap is off. So you're going to see on the spindle nut here, it's going to be punched in right there in a little groove. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your screwdriver, kind of get underneath of it, push it up until it can come off freely. Take a couple whacks. Just like that, and we'll do a little more. Just so it's out of the way. Next, you're going to grab your impact gun and your 32mm socket, which isn't going to want to go on because it's minus 30 out here. Get that on. And it'll come off pretty easy. Next thing, just grab your hub, pull it out. They're going to say your inner race will be stuck on there. I don't know where the fuck you're driving that it's going to get stuck, but got it off pretty easy. Next, just feel it. It's going to bind a bit. That's what's making the noise. So now we're going to grab the new hub. So I buy all my parts from Rock Auto because they're the best company. They do not sponsor me, but you know, Rock Auto, if you see this video, send me some free shit. So we'll open up our box here. That's going to be our hub right here. Pull it apart. Get the goodies inside. And here's our new rear hub. So as you can see right here, this little ring around is going to be for the ABS sensor. If you come close up right here, this right here is going to be the ABS sensor that they're going to tell you to take off. You do not need to take it off. They break because they're plastic, especially in the cold. So all you do is take your hub right here, slide it on. Might need to give it a good push, and it's on. Next, we're going to go into our box of goodies. I'm going to grab the spindle nut. Grab the spindle nut out, Put it on. It's always good to change it so it's not dented because you got to punch it in. Spin that puppy on. And so the torque spec on these for these Civics is about 34 foot-pounds to 180 foot-pounds. Can be anywhere in between. Wheel will not fall off, so don't worry. Next, we're going to need to get our 32 mil and our torque wrench. Put it all together. Come over here with a good couple tightens. We're going to push down on our torque wrench here. Going to go to about 134. I like to go to about 150. Make sure it's nice and tight. Kind of let it go a couple times to make sure it's on there properly. Next thing you're going to do is grab your punch, your hammer. You're going to see where that groove is. You're going to want to punch in the little outer race here. Punch that around where that groove is. Makes it so that you don't have to worry about it getting loose. Metal likes to stick to your fingers at minus 30. As you can see, it's all in now, and your hub is good. Give it a good spin, no binding, no noise. Next, you're going to put this little dust cap back on, so it just goes around here on the hub. Give it a good push. Grab your punch and your hammer. Very lightly, you don't want to really dent this right here. So just kind of give it a good whack all the way around. Until it's nice and tight on there. Once it's on, kind of spin it around. Tap in any spots that look a little loose. You'll actually hear the sound will change when it's all the way up against the metal. It'll be a little bit more of a deeper sound. Couple good taps, and she's on. Next, we're going to take our drum, throw it right over top. I am going to change the brakes on this thing. Just waiting for the parts to come in. Give your drum a good whack on there, and your drum is now officially on. So now you're going to torque your lug nuts on. So they go to about 80 foot-pounds. You can go a little more, a little less. You have new hubs on there, so it's not going to break the stud. Let's go, give it a good push. You want to make sure she's nice and tight. You're going to want to do a little star pattern, so you're going to go top to bottom, then side to side. You're going to want to do that a couple times, make sure it's torqued on nice and tight. So you can see, spun around a little bit there. You're going to want to re-torque those after about 50 kilometers or miles. I don't know what that is in miles, but yeah. So that is how to do your wheel bearings on a 2002 Honda Civic LXG.